Hello, and welcome to Inspired Energies. Today we are going to pull some cards. We're going to see where the energies might be. We're going to see how we can direct our attention for the day and try to live with intention, put our attention on our intention with no tension. That's the way I like to put it. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. I'm so happy to have you here for us to be having these conversations and to be learning how we can approach our day and our week with intention in mind. I think that is the goal of today's reading. I'm putting an intention that this is about intention. And I want to announce before we get started that I actually left my job. I left my job a month ago, and I'm very excited about it. It's taken some adjustment, and I'm not independently wealthy by any means, but I have been working on relieving myself from the Monday through Friday for a couple years mentally and figuring out what my interests are. And one of the interests is you. And so I'm going to be able to bring you more of these videos and more of the mindfulness that I've learned that's helped me to go to my next step in my journey, which is leaving my full-time job and also allowing me to do what I love to do, which is create art. And so, so I wanted to let you know about that. It's been an interesting time. I'd love to hear your comments on that. So we're going to pull this first card. It's the Enchanted Heart cards, and it says faith. A hopeful heart overflows with light. Faith illuminates the wonder of your unfolding path. I follow the spiritual spark in my heart, right? And so this is like about putting our attention on our intention and having faith that walking the path is going to allow it to reveal itself to us so that it's worth the journey, right? So what is it that is in your heart that is your spiritual spark? Are you wanting to look for another job? Are you wanting to move from where you are? Is it something new that you want to create? Do you have a hobby like that you have become very passionate about and maybe want to make that into a side gig for yourself? So what is it about that? I'm going to keep the crystal off of there. So a hopeful heart overflows with light. Faith illuminates the wonder of your unfolding path. The next card we're going to pull is The Secret, and it says perfect health is yours. The path to eradicating disease is not to fight it. You get what you focus on. So if you focus on fighting the disease, you will attract more of that. Keep your mind focused on health and well-being in your thoughts and words, and imagine yourself completely healthy and well. So that's really interesting, because that was one of my concerns when I decided to take the leap out of the corporate world and having faith that I was walking the right path for me. Is okay, what about health insurance, and what if something goes wrong? And I'm going to tell you right now, it has all worked out for me, and I am healthier than I've ever been because I'm doing what's right for me. So focus on what type of lifestyle do you want to have? How do you want your body to work? Because your body listens. Our bodies listen to us, right? So by all means, if you are having issues, see a doctor. I'm not going to tell you, I am not a doctor and I do not have health advice on this channel. But you want to focus on where you want to go is always the message, right? Where you want to go is what you want to be focusing on, but not with tension, right? That whole attention on our intention with no tension. That is the message for today. And then we're going to, so this is a card I'm pulling. It's saying the never-ending story. So this is a woman. This looks like, she's in her mind here. And the never-ending story is that mental swirl that we all get stuck in when we can't let go of a thought in our head. You can even think of it as when a song is repeating in your head. and you can't get rid of it. But this story is something that you're telling yourself, either about what your life is, right? Or what's going on with you, or what might be going on in a situation at work, or with your relationships with your partner, with your kids. You're recycling the same information over and over again. So, one of the ways to eradicate that from your brain is to get that journal out and write it down, right? One of the reasons why our mind spins like this is because it is somewhat in fight or flight mode. And when it's in fight or flight mode, your brain chemicals are constantly firing. And because it doesn't want you to forget to take care of something. So the easiest way to get out of that loop is to write it down. And then when you look at it, what you're writing down, write it down with fury. Write it down with all the emotion that you're feeling so you can get that out of your system, okay? Trust me, I have done that, and you have to do these exercises in order to get yourself to the other side of that story. So let me see. So I'm going to read this, and it says, the essential meanings are self-criticism, all right, the wounded ego, and unnecessary dramas. There's a story woven through the imperfect fabric of life that tells of hurt and loss, rejection and humiliation, self-loathing and arrogance, and all manner of suffering born of unnecessary dramas. This is the old story whose refrain saying that you cannot do this, you must not go there, should not say that, lest your world come crumbling down. Today, know that none of this is actually true. The sky is not falling. The voice you hear is just a small, scared, conditioned part of you that got stuck in a lie, wants to protect you. That's your brain going crazy, like, I need to inform you, keep thinking about this, right? And needs to be seen as a victim, right? All of us fall into this trap. Love, okay, so the answer to this is love that lost piece of you. Love that part of you. Don't reject it. Don't say it's wrong, right? This part of you needs to be loved. So right now, fear is all it knows. Distorted guidance is preventing you from being true to yourself. You are not your story. And the narrator is simply the voice of your fearful part, small and vulnerable. The voice of your the fearful part. It's small and vulnerable, and it is easily soothed. Now, easily is the questionable part, right? So how do we do that? Again, I want to reiterate writing things down. When you've got a mental loop, write it down, because now once you write it down, wherever, you can throw it out if you want to after. You can call people names and just go crazy when you write this down, right? Get it out of your head and get it down on paper, just because our minds and our bodies actually need to be expressed. And that is not talked about in our society very often. It's definitely being talked about more, about how important this is, but we are not meant to keep thoughts to ourselves and our problems to ourselves. We are meant to actually express them out of ourselves, either through crying, through writing, through talking to somebody who you can be safe with and whose opinion you might respect, or somebody who could just hold space for you, right? So it is right for you to express yourself. Just make sure that you express it to somebody that's safe for you to express it to, or a journal, or your dog, or your kitty. And give them a hug so you can get that nice oxytocin from cuddling with them, okay? So since we got kind of a tough card today, I'm going to actually pull a self-care card for us. I'm going to go a little bit longer than normal. I'm going to pull an inspiration card, because that's what we need. We need inspiration. And the inspiration card is almost everything will work again if you unplug it for a few minutes, including you. Ooh, isn't that good, right? We want to unplug this mental loop. We want to unplug from the problem. Take our mind off of it. Go for a walk. Go out and Go talk to a tree. Go tell the tree what you're pissed about. Sorry. So it says, take some time to unplug today. Turn off your phone, shut down your computer, and reflect on your energy level. How do you feel? Do you need to prioritize yourself more today? And that's really interesting because I was wanting to get this video done today, and then I was like, after this video is done, I'm not turning on any devices. I'm not looking at my computer, and I am not looking at the TV. It's going to be a quiet night the rest of the night, because that is actually self-care. All right. So I think that this is about, perfect health being yours and this mental loop. We want to focus on our mental health, not just our physical health, right? And our mental health really affects our physical health. So get that expression out, write it down, do whatever you need to do. Focus on, self-care, which is perfect health in mental health too. All right. And so thank you for being here with me today. I really enjoy doing these readings for you. If you'd like to support the channel, please hit that like button and get this message out to more people in the world and get the kindness movement going. The more kind people that we have are people who are doing self-care and spreading kindness in the world. It's going to be a better world for all of us. So have a wonderful, wonderful day.